Patreon poll Q&A, Ian.
Who won?
Ian, how do you access the CU Podcast Patreon?
You go to patreon.com/CU Podcast.
It's not fun anymore. Ian knows how to do it.
Yep.
It's not fun.
I learned. I practiced.
You practice? All right. Well, we had this was the closest one ever, by the way. In third place. So you can pick the topic on the Patreon.
Yeah, you do that
once a week. Ian has his writings. He'll be writing later, maybe. We have a two-way tie at second. Two people get the silver. Never happened forever. Is there an immaturity attached with young adults who become wealthy solely off of social media? 31%, also 31%. If you could do a one-room mini arcade, what handful of games and pinball machines would go in it? Still 31%. Wow, we must have picked. This is the best ever. 39%, and this was Ian's suggestion. Questionable content appearing on Nintendo's eShop. Take it away, Ian. This was yours.
I just wanted to point out, because it was weird to me the other night when I was on the eShop, and I bought it. Of course I bought it. It's Mahjong. But you know how people were kind of going crazy, about, they're like, boy howdy, Night Trap is on Nintendo now. How far we've come.
So you all said that? How far we've come, really?
Well, I mean, just how, interesting it is, because
it's a low day in Nintendo land.
Well, I mean, it was unique for Night Trap to be on Nintendo.
Well, they famously said it'll never be on a Nintendo console.
It'll never be on a Nintendo console. Nintendo's always been seen as like a fairly family-friendly company. And all of a sudden on the eShop, it's strange. You start seeing stuff on there that I never thought I'd see before.
Oh my God, Ian, you're hitting the mic constantly. Sorry.
Oh, anyways, so it's not that I'm riled up. I just thought it's interesting to see the things that have been sliding onto the eShop lately.
What's on there?
Well, there's been some like
where's my Switch? I should have my Switch in my hand for this topic.
There's been some things that just slide on there from like Japanese publishers. Some that I don't even know. They have like they look like dating or conversational simulators.
Like that one that got pulled off of
no, nothing that weird. This one is like it's like one woman specific. They're all in Japanese, but you get them on the English eShop. And it was like a woman all clad in leather and vinyl. Lots of cleavage. It's on there somewhere still. And it looks like it's just a conversational simulator where you can say different things, and she just like changes her positions and things like that. Like as she's talking to you.
Try to get the clothes off? Is that what we're talking about?
No, I mean, you can't get the clothes off necessarily, because it's just... it's the eShop.
It's an anime.
It's not anime. It's a real woman.
Oh, it's a real woman.
Yeah, it's a real woman. There's two of them with real women.
It's like those strip poker games from like the late 90s or mid 90s where they just were still images.
And we're going to get there.
Uh-oh.
So
I'll buy a strip poker game. I love strip poker.
Then they put Senran Kagura Reflections on there. Now, Senran Kagura is a busty ninja beat 'em up game. Now, that's been on the 3DS, and that's a long-running series now. It's on the PS4 as well. But they did one for the Switch called Reflections, and it was released like over a year ago in Japan, and it's entirely based on massage. And
it's a massage game.
It's a massage game, and all you do is you use the
sensual massage.
You use the Joy-Cons, and it's like a 3D. It's like the 3D vibration. Like it's like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like showcase, and it shows like how all the different things work. Like you use like rollers with nubs and like different things like that, and it basically you just massage the girl. And
a real woman or animated?
Animated. Okay. And you poke her, and she squeaks and does things like that until you fill up meters. So
this isn't exactly like Virtual Valerie stuff.
No,
but it's one step below where you're still touching and
right. And
it's PG-13. But
it is, but it actually got a U.S. release.
It's pervy.
And then 2 weeks later, just the other night, I realized that they released. Someone actually pointed out to me on Twitter that it was coming out.
You're falling off screen a little bit. You can come a little further.
Someone pointed out on Twitter that it was coming out.
I want to see those baby blues.
It's called Hot Gimmick Cosplay Mahjong.
Right up your alley.
That's the name. I own that on PlayStation 2. So this is a PlayStation 2 game that randomly got ported to the Switch. It is a strip Mahjong title that was in the arcade.
Strip, totally strip, okay.
Well, strip style. mahjong. I mean, you don't see boob and shit like that, but it's there's spanking in it and other stuff like that. So what I'm getting at is the eShop seems to be kind of a lawless no man's land at the moment.
I actually found a Reddit thread that said the eShop really needs a review system.
Yeah,
because of not just the I guess of that things, but there's no anything's coming on there.
There's like no quality control.
They went from well, on the Wii, I guess there was some indie games, but not a huge amount. Then they got better with the Wii U, right? And now they don't give a shit.
There is one game that's particularly famous, and it has nothing to do with like sexual content or anything like that. But it's like what's it called? Everyone did a review of it back then. I have it too. It's like some like Star Cycle game or something like that. It's basically unplayable. So it's like no one at Nintendo of America is paying attention to this stuff.
They figure
like, at all.
Hands free. So they're letting anyone just publish games.
Yeah. So it's interesting because stuff like Senran Kagura Reflections, which whatever. I mean, 5-year-old could go on there and download it and arguably be seeing something that's weirder than what you would normally find sexual content wise than like easily on a PlayStation 4 or something like that.
But there's no nudity though.
It's just it's odd for Nintendo, and I guess really it's more of a commentary on like just how strange the eShop is to see all of this stuff on there and to see what people are releasing. Especially, like I said, that release of the hot gimmick cosplay mahjong, it's bizarre, and I honestly wonder if anyone even paid attention to what they were releasing. I mean,
I'm trying to find which I have my Switch on. I wouldn't know.
This is not a topic to say I'm pro or against.
It's just it's there and it's weird.
Yeah, I have no idea why. It's very strange.
Because most of these games you can find probably on Steam or on some other console. But the fact that it's on Switch, you're not used to it.
No, it's very bizarre.
You're not used to little Debbie being able to download, besides having good snack cakes, being able to download dating sims or massage simulators.
Simulators, or the ability to win a game of mahjong and then spank someone's butt out of their pants.
But they're all rated, these games, right? Like T for teen and mature.
Let me see.
Give me a name. I want to look it up.
Tizen. No, it's not Tizen in the US. Let's just look up hot gimmick.
Hot gimmick? Not
Hot
Mr.
Gimmick Switch.
Cosplay. Hot gimmick cosplay jong.
T for teen. That's all right. That's interesting. I mean, there's no nudity.
If there's no nudity, it'll be T for teen. It'll be mature if there's nudity. It'll be adults only if it's sex. That's basically how it goes. There's a Jong fight mode, the blood, sweat, and tears story of two men who continue to fighting forever. This is even proofread on Nintendo's site. They're not even doing that.
The translation is miserable too in the game.
This is on Nintendo's website. This is on Nintendo's website.
Yep, it's bad.
You select a girl opponent. She's like, of course, there's a schoolgirl one. And there's like a teacher one. There has to be a teacher one.
The blonde one, like when you pick her, the translation, which I've never seen before, is like, this is an evil woman. She is an insult to Japan. She is American or something like that. Yeah, it's like, wow, okay,
sometimes there's some creepy stuff that comes out of this stuff.
Yeah.
Make her pay.
Yeah, it was like, very weird.
Make her cry. Everyone has an invisible anguish of heart, and your mission is to save their soul. Okay, then. Through mahjong and scantily clad women. Okay. All right, whatever floats your boat. That's fine. You're right. It's weird to see that in Nintendo console. That would never happen before.
Nope.
Sure.